Hey, we are live at 11:45. Well, a bit later today. Sorry about that. But if you follow anything I do, not only is a Monday a day for Monday motivation and being motivated, self-motivation and all other things, Monday is also a day that I work with my private clients. So I go through and stack through my coaching calls, so I get the chance to coach them privately and also get the chance to come and speak to you. And today I want to talk about transformation, visibility and truly being transformational and what that means. So many of the people that I network with, my peers, my clients, my friends are into what's known as transformational coaching, if you like, for want of a better word. It's a form of personal development where you can really look deep into any areas of your life and experience true transformation. Sometimes the transformational work is something that you do yourself, and other times it's transformation you work with a coach or in a group or something else. And in a week where today is my coaching day, tomorrow I've got training that I'm delivering, corporate training that I'm delivering tomorrow on Wednesday. Friday I've got some stuff booked into the calendar and some calls booked in, and Thursday I've got bits and pieces in. I could be right now feeling overwhelmed, but I'm not. Because in order to provide true transformation, I definitely need to look at transforming myself, and it's a consistent thing. It's like an evolution. You go up the spiral and you get to different places. Now, this is somebody that's been doing this for 10 years. This is somebody who has had the honor and the pleasure of speaking for big companies, places like Google, speaking to teams of executives, speaking at conferences, being able to show up here on social media and encourage you or the people that you know and love that you can be visible, that you can be seen, that your voice matters and your voice is important. Your message really matters. All of that to say, the things that I have struggled with in the past is on the flip side of not being seen, not being heard. Some of you have experienced the struggle of not being taken seriously. And today I want to talk about the correlation between that and also what you're offering out in the world. Now, you may have seen that I've got this event coming up, Presentations That Sells, and I was speaking to a copywriter quite recently, and I was talking about, why I'm holding the event and who it's for. And I thought that I would read some of this for you, because many of you who do want to put your products and services out there, you're maybe looking at products that positioning from about 3,000 to about 10,000. You want to be able to sell those and sell them more consistently. And for many of you, you wait until the presentation. It could be the Facebook Live, it could be the video, it could be the talk that you give, and you think that that's the only piece to sell the service, when in fact, there's a lot that happens in the run-up to it. Nothing to do with how you speak, nothing to do with how you present, nothing to do with the microphone you're using, your lighting, and nothing to do with the economy. So the thing that I wanted to convey, which really helps you to be visible and true to yourself and provide transformation, is in these times, especially now, during this pandemic season, during lockdown, it's vitally important for you to be talking about what you do and how you transform. My background over the last, 30 years or so has spanned things like retail, travel, and then on to financial services. And from that, I learned a lot about what it means to be able to offer your products and services. I'd get involved at board level. I'd get involved with the sales management, the senior sales management. I'd get involved with the teams. And often I would be able to provide trainings that not only increased sales for that organisation by millions, and in some cases, through the lifetime, billions, I would also be able to increase sales for their clients, especially in financial services, where we had the business that was selling the products and services, and also their clients, their brokers that would be doing that too. Now, why is this transformational, and what's important about it? This is important because as a business owner, it's okay for you to make money in your business so that you can look after yourself, so that you can look after your family, so that you can live the kind of life you want to. As a business owner, you choose to do that. You get to do that. Hey, it's Julia Bernard Thompson. Hello, good morning. We get to do that. What we don't get as business owners is to go to our boss and ask them to pay us early. We don't get the standard regular monthly payment. So because of that, if you are a business owner who wants to ride the crest of the wave, it's really, really important for you to create your own money, to bring it into your business so that you can do with it whatever you want to do. Totally important. Over the last 10 years, since I started my business, I'm just making sure that I'm not going over time here, I really started helping people originally who were nervous presenters. They were really nervously presenting or public speaking, and they wanted to get over that. But what surprised me was what they were coming back with. They would get over their fear of publicly putting themselves out there, of speaking, of presenting, get rid of the nerves, and then come back and say, oh, and I've done this thing or that thing. I remember a couple of clients, one ended up on TV. That's not what I thought I taught them. One was so confident in her business that after selling, a £298 package, she sold a £5,000 package. Now, the sale of those two things are very, very different. And there are a lot of you that are out there that are worried or panicking about what's going out there in the world, and you're trying to use the same tools that you would for your membership sites, your lower end packages, to sell the higher end packages. It's very, very different. The way you show up, the way you're visible is very different. So even though I help people to raise their profile professionally, I don't do it so that they become some sort of superstar TV personality type person. I do it because I know that many of you rely heavily on being responsible for selling your products and services. And I know that for many of you, trying to sell the lower end stuff under £1,000, euros or dollars isn't really going to sustain your business. And for many of you, you want to stay in business during these times. So I know that you view yourself as somebody that's providing a professional service. It could be marketing, it could be coaching, it could be consulting, it could be any of those things. And it could even be project management. Some of the people I've helped have been project managers. And I know that you're doing it on a self-employed basis, whether you're doing it for yourself or whether you're doing it as an associate. As I said before, usually you're looking to sell a package for between 3,000 and 20,000. This is transformational for the people who receive it. This now has nothing to do about the money side of it. Those people that buy those services for that kind of price point or at that kind of price point show up really differently. By the time you have the conversation with them, they're asking you things like, well, how do I work with you? Is there a payment plan? Or a lot of the time, how can I pay you? Do you take credit card or whatever? A lot of the time, they come into this excited to work with you. And why this is transformational for you is that you get to experience that excitement of finding the client that you maybe dreamed about or thought about. You get to know that there are clients out there that will get just as much like juice from what you do as them from you and you from them. These are the people that are excited to work with you, happy to work with you. And in return, when you work with them, I know Julia will definitely attest to this, it feels like almost magical, amazing that you get that experience. And whilst you might be thinking of that and thinking of those as individuals, I know for sure I've worked with many companies over the years, some of which I name, some of which I don't. And working with those companies, even though they're filled with people, departments, operations, sales teams, advisors or whichever way the company's made up, they are excited. They don't look for reasons not to turn up to trainings. They don't look for reasons not to turn up for calls. They're there, they're ready, they're excited. Their family and their friends and their colleagues are noticing the difference. That is true transformation. Because once you can help people with that, there's no turning back. You know, they don't lose the transformation after they work with you. They go from strength to strength. And in many cases, they'll come back to you. I've had lots of repeat clients over the last decade, and I want you to have them too. So Julia's saying, yes, definitely. That feeling is like the feeling that you go for. It's not about the sale. So for those of you who are looking to put out those products and services over this timescale, then do look at thequeenofbeingseen.com/PTS presentations that sell. Do have a look. There's 3 different ticket types. You can go for a standard ticket or a VIP ticket. Each way, you get a great gift bag with it, and you get a different one if you're a VIP client. And I mean a gift bag, some real goodies in there. You get access to the whole 3 days. Within those 3 days, you get workshops where you can go in and actually work on your stuff, so that by the time you come out of there, you've worked on it. You don't have to go and read 3 pages of 3 days worth of notes and try and figure it out. And you get 3 days to give yourself the time and space to build your business with the higher ticket items in the way that you want to. You get to learn, you know, where your audience is at, where they're not at. You get to stop doing the things that position you as you know, the kind of low end, low quality, and you get to look at the techniques and tools where you can position yourself as credible, people take you seriously, and people want to buy your stuff and know more about you. It's just some of the stuff that's part of my visibility activating program, 5-step system there. And it actually comes from the last step, where you speak about your stuff and you sell it, and you sell it well, and you sell it congruently as well. So if that's you or someone you know, go to the link. I'll put it in the description above, thequeenofbeingseen.com/PTS for presentations that sell. Go and grab your ticket and I can send you out your goodie bag. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting and sharing on this. Bye for now.